Okay, joined by Johnny Greville, the Faughs manager. Johnny, an interesting game here today. A lot of ebbing and flowing along throughout the whole game. First of all, what does it mean to be back out onto the pitch here today? Obviously, it's been a long time coming, 4 months or more waiting for this game to take place. So firstly, what does it mean for yourselves to be back out on the pitch?
Brilliant. I suppose credit to Crumlin here. The pitch is, as you can see, is fantastic. So when I come up here around 12 o'clock and to see it like a carpet, the championship feeling started to sink in. So look, we're all delighted. 6 or 8 weeks ago, none of us thought we'd be in this position. As we said there, we were privileged and honoured and happy to come off that field after playing a championship match that none of us thought we'd play this year. And it was a real championship match. I suppose we could have lost it, could have won it in the last 60 seconds. So, but look at the credit of the lads. We had 3 weeks to prepare since the 29th of June, and we knew this game was coming, and local rivals next door. There's a lot going on in it, but I think it was a credit. Chris had a chance maybe to win it there toward the end. Maybe the ref could have let it go. It could have went down the other end, another chance. But look at it. It was great to come out and get something out of it. I thought the lads deserved something out of it. I thought we played really well, and maybe were the better team over the 60 odd minutes. I think especially in the first 20 minutes of the first half. I think we really worked really hard and got some excellent scores.
Hugely mixed emotions, I guess, for both sides here today, because and for yourselves, you took a big lead in the first half and looked like the stronger team. Obviously, Judes came back into it and were leading until the very end. Yourselves then went ahead with a minute to go before Judes levelled us. So mixed emotions for yourselves, plenty of positives and negatives, I'm sure, to take from the game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know everybody's coming in on the same level, and there's going to be negatives and positives. But I suppose for us, this is my first year with Faughs, and it's getting to know the lads is my main thing, and there's no better way to get to know them than in the ticket championship action. And the mistakes will be made, and both on and off the field, and no matter what way you do it, it's how you react to it. And the best thing about today was I suppose from looking into what the lads over the last maybe 5 or 6 years, that they maybe fell down in games like this before and maybe lost the games, whereas today we came back and nearly could have won it. So that's a huge positive. Judes have Paul Flynn over them from Waterford as well, so it's they're doing a lot of work, and some excellent players like Danny Sutcliffe there toward the end there with the ball. We always knew he was a player that was going to be pop up for the big moment, and he popped up and got the moment to bring the game back into a draw. And I'm sure they're happy with a draw. Maybe they could have won it. As I said, first half we were on top. Second half they were on top, and then we kind of finished the game strong then towards the last 5 or 6 minutes, which is great.
Where does this leave you now in terms of the championship? Obviously, it's Whitehall Colmkill is the next game on Wednesday week. In terms of getting out of the group, what does today do for you?
Well, I suppose it leaves us. We're both on a point. Whitehall and St Bridges are playing later on, and you'd expect maybe St Bridges has been, being in the county final last year, to be able to get across the line there. And it comes down maybe if we could get a result against Whitehall on Wednesday week, that'd be great. But the Dublin GAA have handled this exceptionally well. The promotion relegation takes a lot of pressure off clubs, and I have to say everything that's been done with Dublin GAA, their time frame, everything, the game's been set, even today's game being moved to a fantastic facility like this as well, with everybody's safety in mind, was brilliant. So going forward, we're delighted to be playing championship. We've another one in Wednesday week, and then we've Bridges then on the 8th of August, so we'll take each game as it comes, and hopefully get something to build for next year. Maybe you never know, you might make a quarter final.
And finally, what has gone on for you behind the scenes over the past 4 months in terms of even getting the guys back training? I mean, it's been a long wait. Have you been in touch with the guys on a regular basis on WhatsApp and all that kind of thing over the past few months to get them ready even for training, let alone even for the championship?
Yeah, I suppose at the initial stages when this all kicked off back around the 16th of March, we continued with our online training, individual stuff. We were doing the Zoom meetings and Zoom workouts, and the lads had their own individual programs up to for about 6 to 8 weeks from that date. And then I suppose as the pandemic looked like it was taking over, lads were getting kind of, it was getting stale. There's only so much you can do at that level, so we took a break for about 5 or 6 weeks, and then when things picked back up, we went back onto our online stuff again, and then we were back. Collective training was on Monday the 29th of June as per the guidelines, and we've put in a couple of games last week, and we've done 3 or 4 sessions a week, and the lads have handled it really well and recovered really well. And apart from Kieran Brennan, number 10 there toward the end, we're down with a bit of cramp, and we had our 5 subs used, we couldn't take him off, so he won't thank us for that. But overall the lads are in good shape, and today's game is only going to stand to them to maybe gain another 5, maybe 10 minutes in the game against Whitehall. As each team will, their fitness levels will develop over the course of the weekend, and it's really about rest and recovery now between now and the next match.